Hello there, beautiful being. I'm Malise and welcome to my channel. So, I'm here to show you that there is so much potential for us to feel so much more love, so much more joy, and an unshakable inner peace within our very being while we walk this earth. Yes, indeed. And so I've been on this journey for a while now, and in my own life, I'm walking this path, seeking the answers, looking for truth, and finding so much that has helped me work on this beautiful unity with love and finding that unshakable inner peace. So this is why I want to share it with you. Please watch my videos, enjoy my content. Basically, my background is in neuro-linguistic programming. That is basically where we understand that we can reprogram our minds. Our brains are neuroplastic. Science has well proven that by now. And we can change our entire personality, all of our programming, all of our limiting beliefs and our patterns and our disempowering behaviors and attitudes and our actions and, oh, you name it, we can change it. And I can attest to that in my own life. I went through a long time with depression and anxiety. It was really bad. It turned into an eating disorder that was very serious. It turned into addictions. It turned into codependency, self-loathing, you name it. And I think today I'm much more informed because of my own journey through that. And I live a very vastly different life to the one I used to live. And that's thanks to my seeking, to my seeking understanding and knowledge of how the mind works. And so my goal is to share that with you, share how to master the mind and how to live in the heart and sincerely live a life where we are in unity with Source, in unity with God, the Creator, the Divine, however you want to name it. But we can step out of this simulation, take off the headset and realize that we are pure, loving awareness, having a human experience. And so really that's the main message that I weave through my content. So a little bit more about me. Well, I have a genuine desire to help those who have suffered like I have, who've struggled through pain, who are seeking answers but seem to come up against dead ends constantly and find blocks in themselves and find that they how the victim or the bully or the rescue in their lives, playing these default roles that just don't make sense and aren't empowering you. And I'm here to show you and guide you through that process so you can find your innate technology. Our hearts have a powerful electromagnetic field around them that's 100 times stronger than that of the brain. And our quantum science is showing us that our universe is an electromagnetic universe. We are energy. And so when we start to operate from that paradigm, our world changes. When we start to move from our head down to our heart, we start to live a whole different life. And we start to harness these abilities that were always there for us, but we weren't shown how to use them. We weren't trained in this. And so what happens is we start to harness that and we start to receive guidance, intuition, wisdom, and intelligence. We start to shown a path so we can flow through this life in surrender rather than thinking that we can do it all on our own with our small selves. And that's a struggle. Believe me, I know, I understand, I've been there. So my focus is at the moment, my boost of joy, a boost of joy. And I offer virtual sessions online to anywhere in the world. You can simply book on my website. And I absolutely love what I do. That's why I offer a free first session at the moment. If anyone would like to try it out and see what insights you can get. So before a session, I always completely surrender to Source so that I can be more of a receptacle for the wisdom, intelligence, guidance, and intuition that Source has for all of us. And I can be that person to help guide you through whatever it is that's challenging you right now or that's blocking you. So absolutely, I believe that our natural state is joy, is bliss, and that our natural state is not something we've been trained in because we've kind of moved into this material world. And I won't go into the whole cycles of time, but we are in a very important cycle of time. It's getting chaotic out there. So it's now time to learn, to go within, to build that inner strength and resilience. and that ability to step and stay in peace for when things get crazy. We don't need to be thrown around by external forces in the world. So my overarching message woven through all my work is that we are not our programming. We are not our mind, we're not our bodies. We are far greater than that. We're multidimensional beings having a human experience. And when we start to realize that, when we start to move to that new higher perception of who we are, believe me, things become easier in your life. So what's NLP? Well, this is the basis of my training and my background and what informs a lot of my work, neuro-linguistic programming. So in a nutshell, when we're children under the age of 7, we're in a hypnotic brainwave state, a theta brainwave state, where it's the same state we use to put you under hypnosis, to suggest subliminally whatever empowering messages we need to put in there to change behavior. And yes, I do operate with hypnosis as well in my practice. But when we're kids, all that information, billions of bits of data that are coming in from our environment, from our parents, from our community, from our friends, from the television, from the culture, is all going in, and we don't have the ability as children to recognize sarcasm or nuances or double meanings or messages hidden in messages. What we get is what we hear. And so everything's very black and white as children. And what we do is we soak up everything around us. And most of that, science has shown that 80% of an average human's thoughts is negative. 80% of our programming is negative. And that's the other thing science has shown, that 95% of our thoughts are the same thoughts from the day before. So we are operating a lot on autopilot. So a big emphasis in my message is we need to become conscious. And that's what NLP showed me. And in my own journey in healing, and I'm still going, is where I'm unconscious, where my blind spots are, where my fears are, where my shadows are repressed, where my inner child is wounded. All of these things I can help you with. And so when we start to bring all that out into the light, our lives are transformed. We have less triggers. And that's a big one right now, because the world is getting chaotic. I'm sure you can attest to that. And the more we kind of are thrown around by external forces, by news and information that's too much for us, the more we are acting on autopilot. We are going into fear and separation. And we become very disempowered and easy to manipulate, very easy to brainwash and manipulate when we are running on programs. It's easier to reprogram and program more. And so it's about becoming conscious. It's time to become conscious as a human being. Right now is the time. There's no better time than now when we're feeling uncomfortable in the world. This is a good time for us to grow. We're getting out of our comfort zones. We're realizing that what we had before maybe wasn't the best. And now we can actually become conscious in this process of healing, transformation, and growth. And that's possible for all of us. It's just a matter of opening our hearts and our minds to this possibility and knowing that it is something that we deserve, that is our birthright. So NLP, the idea is that we walk through childhood into adulthood and find out that, wow, we are operating on auto program to a whole lot of disempowering habits, beliefs, memories that are just causing us dis-ease in our life. And if we keep these going, we can be sure that we're going to have disease manifest in our physical bodies too. So our mental, emotional health is so important because it creates our physical reality around us. And so this is one of the quantum science basics, is that we create a reality through what we observe. Where attention goes, energy flows. I love that quote, and it's very true to me. So the idea is we can reprogram everything. We can become new beings. We can have less triggers. We can be like Bugs Bunny. Nothing sticks. He's always got a great sense of humor. And so part of my interest and quest and passion is looking into ancient history, ancient teachings, ancient wisdom from the sages of history. And they all teach the same message. If you really look at the themes, it's for us. And that message is true. And it's about the fact that we are not this body. all this mind. We are in a dream, in a simulation. I love the idea of simulation theory. And so I use that analogy a lot in my metaphors, but it just works so well. Our higher selves are not here. They are with source. They are pure loving awareness, and they're able to help us create our intuition for us. When we start to build our gratitude and live in our hearts, when we stop overthinking and move down to our heart and start feeling more, we create an amazing new way of being. And that involves that intuition from our higher selves, direct from source. And we can be guided. Life is so much easier. I can attest to that. So I offer a lot of different techniques through my experience, from my own experiences and my own struggles and learning and growth, through my NLP training, through my hypnosis training, through my inner child and shadow work training, and my own work I've done on myself. I share this journey. I journal a lot. This is a huge part of growth and transformation, is if we can really start to look at our lives and not try and hide anything anymore, and not try and go to distractions anymore. And that doesn't lead to fulfillment. We know that now. And so it's time to go to what the ancient teachers have been saying all this time. Stop believing the illusion of this duality. Stop falling for the illusion of fear. You don't have to struggle through life the way you have, the way I did. It can be beautiful, even amidst the chaos. So I just want to leave you with a final message, and that is of hope, of absolute love and bliss that is possible for us when we surrender, when we admit that we can't do it anymore the way we've always done, that our programming is disempowering us, that it's time to change. It's time to face our demons and take courage and walk into that space of unity consciousness. And I can show you how to do this from my own experience. So essentially, we are in a very interesting time, and it's time to equip ourselves with the tools we need to create the strength and peace that we need to walk through the rest of our experience here. So today, amidst the chaos of the current world challenges, I'd like to leave you with this message. And this is why I smile today. If you know you are an eternal being, if you know that you go beyond this simulation, beyond this life, believe me, peace will fall into your heart. So ask, is this true? Ask your higher power, show me the truth, show it to me, lead me to the right teacher when I need it. And you will find the answers. When the student is ready, the teacher will come. And so perhaps this is the most freeing message I can give, is that we are in a dream and we will wake up one day. And some people call it liberation, some people call it enlightenment, some people call it self-realization, but believe me, humans in our history for eons of time have found that sovereignty, and it's possible for all of us to raise our vibration, to see life from a higher perspective, to live with more ease and grace and flow. So it is mind over matter. It is like attracts like. Plato said that all those years ago, and quantum science is quickly proving this is true. Frequency entrains with similar frequency. We get what we create, what we think about. We don't get what we want. We get what we are, what we're vibrating, what we're focusing on. So it is attention goes where energy flows. And these are important concepts. So my intention is to be a beacon of light to you, to help you find the knowledge within, the innate knowledge you already know, and to trust yourself again, to listen to yourself again, to tap into those innate gifts, and to find love and bliss and unshakable inner peace. So please enjoy my channel. Like, subscribe if you resonate. Love to hear your comments, and have an absolutely beautiful day. See ya.